He's got to go to school in the morning. He's got to go to school in the morning. He's got to go to school in the morning. Hey, Arsenal 3, Slavia Prague 0. And we got to give a big shout out to the 15-year-old boy, Max Dowman. Congratulations. He became the youngest ever player to feature in the Champions League. So well done and congratulations, Max, man. And he also had a very good performance as well. He came on, drew a few fouls. The boy, he's just confident. We love to see it, man. He oozes with confidence, and I look forward to seeing how he develops at Arsenal, man. So big up to Max Dowman. But yeah, man, let's take a look at the game. So in this game, to be fair to Slavia Prague, they actually they didn't start too badly. They were very aggressive. Within a minute, Gabriel almost scored a wonder goal. But other than that, for the first 10, 15 minutes maybe, you'd say Slavia Prague, very aggressive, causing 1-2 little issues for Arsenal. Balls in the box and whatnot, but nothing major to shout about. You always knew once Arsenal got a foothold in the game that it was always going to be a long day for Slavia Prague. And where else was it going to come from? Bukayo Saka, he was getting lots of shots in. I think he had 6 shots on target. So he kept getting in the positions to be able to shoot. And the goalie made the save. And what happened? The ball went out for a corner. Bukayo Saka, he whips in a corner. Gabriel gets a header to it. And then the ball looks like it just goes out. You're thinking, okay, another set piece. Because we were just getting set pieces in this game. All game we were just getting a lot of set pieces. I think we might have got 8, 9. I'm not too sure. How many set pieces we got. But Saka's lining up to take another corner. And we see the referee doing this, and we hear VAR check. We're like, VAR check? What's going on? So, it only turns out that after the Gabriel header, there seemed to be some sort of hand. There was a hand. We don't know if it hit the guy's head, then his hand. We don't know. But all we know is that the referee went to the screen. And once he goes to the screen, you know these UEFA referees, they're quick to give the penalty. They don't play these type of games. Unless it's against Real Madrid. But the less about that, the better. Then it's going to be a penalty. So, Arsenal get the penalty. Bukayo Saka steps up and he slots it away. That was an excellent penalty. He slotted it, bottom corner. Keeper had no chance. Arsenal go 1-0 up. And I think most of us, we all knew once Arsenal got in the lead, it was going to be very hard for Slavia Prague to get a foothold back in this game. And then throughout the rest of the half, Arsenal, we just kept the ball. We just kept total control. That is one thing that Arteta and Arsenal are doing very well this season. There's a lot of controlling games. They are able to stifle the opposition. Oppositions, they start games fast and sometimes finish games with a flurry trying to get a goal. But it's now, I believe, 8 wins in a row, 8 clean sheets, barely any shots on target. So Mikel Arteta and Arsenal, they are doing a magnificent job this season. So you got to give him a lot of praise. So throughout the rest of that first half, there was not too much to shout about. I don't know if I'm forgetting, but I don't feel like there was much clear-cut chances in that. It was more just, like I said, Saka cutting in, shooting, making the goalie make saves, a lot of corners going into the box. We weren't really troubling the goalkeeper from the corners. They were getting it out. So there was not a lot going on in that game. But then the second half, Arsenal got a goal within the first minute of the second half. Great ball out to Trossard. Trossard, great cross into the box. Merino, great finish. Merino, I'm going to have to give him a public apology because I said some wild stuff. I said that he is in the same category as the Kim Kallströms and who was the other one? Emmanuel Frimpong's. I'm very sorry. I think he's now moved into the Bentner and Shamak category. But Merino, all in all, especially playing in this makeshift striker role, you just got to give him big props because he seemed to deliver quite a lot. Quite a lot he seems to deliver. So, they're 2-0 now. Slavia Prague, they made a change straight away, but the damage was done. Whatever the manager said to them at half-time, you can just throw the team talk out the window. That's done. Team talk in the bin. Because that's the 2 worst times to concede a goal. A minute before half-time, as soon as you come out for half-time. Those, it's like, oh God. Then obviously, the end of the game, last minute win or whatever. That's horrible. But those are 2 horrible times because the manager, it changes the team talk if you concede just before half-time. And if you concede just after half-time, whatever the manager said, it's like, it's gone out the window. So, once again, that was just done. Game practically over. Merino got another goal. Declan Rice whipped it into the box, and the goalie, I don't know what he was doing. He's come out to try catch the ball. Merino, very, very brave. That's what you want to do. See your striker putting their body on the line. And great goal from him. Poor from the goalkeeper. Arsenal got the job done. Obviously, Max Dowman came on, became the youngest player to feature in the Champions League. Also, Anus got his first game in the Champions League. Like, there were so many firsts for Arsenal. You had Norgard in this game. He played and he was very good. Very good. You could say that he didn't look out of place. Because I was saying I don't think he can really do the lone 6. I felt like Declan Rice was going forward, leaving him on his own quite a bit of the time. And I don't feel like he was exposed. You didn't really see the glaring holes in that Arsenal midfield. So, but maybe that's just how Slavia Prague play with the man-to-man setup. But either way, it was a very good all-round performance from Arsenal. You got to say that, that's for sure. Mikel Arteta is doing a great job. He's doing a great job. One more game before the international break. And let's just hope that we don't get no more injuries, because that is quite a lot of players out. We've got Odegaard, Madueke, Havertz, Gyökeres, Jesus, Martinelli. That's about 6 that is out at the moment. So let's just hope that this international break, we can at least see 3 faces return. Maybe 4. I know Jesus is not going to be ready. I don't know if Odegaard will be ready. Gyökeres, we don't know what's going on. There's going to be more news regarding his injury. So it seems quite good, because I think Madueke will be back. So this is very good, man. We need the players back, because after the international break, it's all guns blazing. There's no more breaks. We're going straight to January till we get that FA Cup break. That we're going to need everyone together. We got Chelsea, Tottenham, Bayern Munich. That's our first 3 games, I believe, when we come back from the international break. So we need to get the job done against Sunderland on the weekend, and then go into that fixture against Bayern Munich. Well, Tottenham first, then Bayern Munich, then Chelsea, with everyone fit, everyone firing, and hopefully continue the winning train. But people, make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel. Arsenal, very dominant performance. I don't need to mention the defence. We know that the defence always keep the clean sheet. Oh yeah, we almost gave away a penalty as well. Ben White, a bit lazy, lackadaisical, and the goalkeeper, not the goalkeeper, the referee gave a penalty, but luckily for us, VAR overturned it, so we keep the clean sheet going on, clean sheet record, so we can't complain, man. We can't complain. But I'll catch you on the next one, people. Make sure you subscribe. Road to 1K. Bless.